What's up, Barstow? Welcome to our first BTVN show of the year. I'm Story.
And I'm Sydney. We have a lot to cover today with senior parking spots, sports, and even a live interview with a very special guest.
It's going to be a great show. But first,
Story, I can't believe you're a senior already.
I know. Tell me about it. The class of 2026 is starting the year off strong with a new tradition of painting senior parking spots.
That's so fun. I can't wait to see what the final spots look like.
You can get a sneak peek in this piece that Emily made. Let's check it out.
Well, it's day one out here. It's been pretty fun, pretty hot. Got the sleeves rolled up. Try to get rid of the farmer's tan I had going. We're kind of running out of a lot of the paint. My spot, I mean, the white right now is just kind of fading, and there's not a lot of other colors just because we're running out of paint. What I'm gonna do with my spot is it's like a green gradient, and each of like the little green lines, and I have black and white lines in the middle. But I'm gonna do like a different thing that represents me.
About, I think maybe like 15 of us signed up. I think there's a handful right now, and I've enlisted Allie Wood to come help me paint mine. For a really long time, people have been trying to do senior painting parking spots. So for it being like the first year, I feel like as seniors, we gotta like show up so that next year, seniors, like Allie, are you gonna do this next year?
Yes.
Exactly.
Today's Sunday. It's day 2 of painting our spots. I got here at about 9. We got more paint, we brought materials, I brought some from home. So for my design for my parking spot, I'm trying to go with a white base, which I started on Friday and finished today, and then sort of freehand flowers on the top part of the space, and then probably sign my name and write 2026 on the bottom.
We're planning to give students another day on Friday for the senior late night to work on their spots and just keep tidying it up and look at a way to kind of build the community, build some school culture, and improve the overall aesthetic as well. So really appreciate everybody's involvement and look forward to seeing the finished product.
Wow, I can't wait to paint mine next year. The seniors get to have all the fun.
We really do. Speaking of fun, next Friday after school, there is an upper school mixer. There will be music, s'mores, and lots of fun. Immediately following the mixer, seniors get to stay for a senior late night event. Friday will also be Dress Like Ishan Patel Spirit Day, so show up in your best Ishan attire. The grade with the most participation will be awarded 20 points.
There is also a middle school mixer from 3:30 to 4:30 next Friday after school. Here's Ms. Farron with more information.
We, on Friday, are going to have a middle school mixer to welcome all of our middle schoolers back. It'll be from 3:30 to 4:30 on the patio by the Middle School Circle Drive. There'll be games, food, all that kind of stuff, and a great time to hang out with friends that you haven't seen all summer. Hope to see you there.
Sounds like a blast. In some sports news, middle school sports start this week. Also, boys soccer has their first game on August 29th at Casey Christian at 6 p.m. Good luck, boys.
I really love watching soccer. It's so entertaining.
Didn't you go to the alumni soccer game this past weekend?
Yes, I did. It was so cool to see past students coming back and having fun. I also got some great pictures for the yearbook.
Speaking of pictures, picture retakes are this Friday during AM Flex.
Thank goodness. My school picture looked horrible.
Don't you think that's a little dramatic, Sydney? Maybe you should put some of that drama into the fall musical. In fact, auditions for Little Shop of Horrors begin tonight.
So we've got auditions this week for Little Shop of Horrors. They start today, and we'll have today and tomorrow, and then we'll do some callbacks on Thursdays. Don't worry if you haven't already signed up. If you're still interested, just go to the signs in the hallway and click on that QR code and just fill out the form. And we would love to have you involved. We got lots of parts and also lots of room for more crew. So come on down and be a part of Little Shop of Horrors.
Thanks, Mr. Kohler. I can't wait to see the musical this year. I'm glad that we are doing Little Shop of Horrors again after 10 years.
Me too. Maybe it'll become a new Barstow tradition. Ring ceremony, tree day, Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, and Convocation, which will be Wednesday, August 28th.
Wow, Barstow has so many old traditions, but we also have some cool new changes coming as well, like social media ambassadors. Here's Mr. Muhammad with more information.
All right, so the goal with our social media changes is to make it more efficient and more effective for getting out information. So instead of having a lot of pages, we're going to try to condense it and have pages where students can go to make sure they know what's going on. So we're still going to let coaches run their pages, robotics run their pages, but now we're going to try to have one Barstow Athletics page, one Barstow Clubs page, and one Barstow Arts page that people can go to and know that that's where they can see what's happening, what's going on for the school activities. Along with that, we want to try to empower students to have a voice. So we're going to start social media ambassadors, where we're going to have 2 students per grade volunteer to work on creating content for those different pages, so students can submit what's going on in their clubs or in their sports, and then those ambassadors will be responsible for making content that matches the aesthetic of what we're trying to do, and get that information out in a way that's going to resonate with their peers. So looking forward to seeing some changes, and if you're interested, make sure you reach out to Chloe Frisma or Mrs. Lisa Tote. So.
Thanks, Mr. Muhammad. One last thing before we meet our special guest. Don't forget to scan the QR codes if you'd like to schedule a meeting with the counselor. If it's an emergency, just go right in. All right, Sydney, are you ready to talk with today's special guest?
Of course. Today, live in studio, we have Barstow's brand new head of school. Please welcome Mr. Hall.
Thank you, Sydney. Thank you, Story.
Of course, we're so happy to have you here today. Would you mind sharing with us a little bit about your career and how you ended up here at Barstow?
You know, it's interesting because every educator has a different path, but we're all similar to, the outcome of what we are desiring, which is a great education for great kids. I started my journey in Southern California in 1994 and moved to Dallas, Texas, and stayed there for about 15 years. Also met my wife there, and we have 2 children. And then after that, we moved to Philadelphia and then Wilmington, Delaware, and then back to Dallas, and now here in Kansas City. And extremely excited to be here. Been very welcoming. The community has been very supportive, and I get to be on BTVN, so I'm good. I'm good.
So what are you most excited for this year here at Barstow?
I think I'm excited because, the community has been so welcoming. I'm excited to look at all the traditions that you all have just named off. Convocation, tree ceremony. Hopefully, you guys get to maintain that parking spot painting tradition. That's something that other schools have enjoyed that I've been at. And it's good to see that you all are embracing that tradition. So I really hope that that's something that's sustainable and it keeps the school community going spirit-wise. I like the spirit here. I like the spirit of the school. I like the spirit of the students. So this year, and I'm just excited to be part of all of that. And like I said in my previous comment, I'm excited that my daughter's here, and she's probably going to throttle me after this interview, but she's a senior this year. She's new, and she really likes being here, and that's saying a lot for somebody who's coming to a new community at such a late stage in their education. So I really just want to kind of sit back and let the Barstow community just display all of its beauty, and I will observe and try to make sure that I uphold those traditions as it goes forward.
Thank you, Mr. Hall, for joining us in studio. We're so glad you're here. And thank you all for joining us for our first show of the year. I've been Sydney.
I've been Story.
And I've been Mr. Hall.
Have a great day, Barstow.
Have a great day.